This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now, if that little piece of music there had a little bit of a whiff of southern rock or perhaps country rock about it, that is entirely what I intended. Hopefully it came out that way. Certainly does to my ears. What that was really an illustration of was a particular songwriting method, a particular way of putting chords together in a certain manner, which is, common practice in, the kind of rootsier rock styles of music. Classic rock as well. I mean, just off the top of my head, it's used, this particular method is used in Sweet Child of Mine, Norwegian Wood, Sweet Home Alabama and David Bowie's Heroes, to name but a few. I'm of course referring, if you haven't already guessed, to the Mixolydian mode, and here's some information on it.
Here is the explanation.
Okay, as I may have already mentioned in the earlier part of the video that I haven't yet recorded yet, it's the Mixolydian mode we're talking about today. And what exactly is that? Well, you ask some people and they'll tell you that it's what you get if you start a major scale on its fifth note, and that's not exactly untrue, but it's not giving the whole picture either. If we take a look at the chords in a key, and there's an earlier video that I did on this subject, which is linked down below. But briefly, if you just do this little three-chord rock and roll blues kind of thing like this, and play a bar chord here, I'm playing an A, stay at the same fret and go to like this shape, which is like the A chord shape. Which is giving us a D there, and then move that up a couple of frets so we get an E chord. Those are your three major chords in the key of A. A, D and E. Each one of those three major chords has a relative minor found 3 frets below. So go 3 frets down from the A, you get F sharp minor. Go 3 frets down from the D, you get a B minor. Go 3 frets down from the E, you get C sharp minor. Arrange those in ascending order, you get the A chord, B minor, C sharp minor, D, E, and F sharp minor. or put another way, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chords in the key of A major. Those are the major and minor chords, as I say, in the key of A major. What the Mixolydian mode is it's what you get when you take that group of chords there, or some combination of them, and shine the spotlight on the 5 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the E chord. That is the musical centre of gravity of the chord sequence, if you like, and the supporting cast of chords are all coming from the key of A major. It sounds like it's basically focusing and resolving on, and all of the other chords are in orbit around an E chord. And the chord sequence for that piece of music there was E, and then D to A, back to E again, up to an A chord, F sharp minor, and then D, back to E again. And just the business of resolving the chords towards that E chord there is what makes it in the Mixolydian mode. And that's it, that's the Mixolydian mode. How do you play over this? Well, basically, because it's got an E major tonality, you can use the E major pentatonic. You can then take a look at the notes in the E major pentatonic: E, F sharp, G sharp, B, and C sharp, and then that just repeats: E, F sharp, G sharp, B, C sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, B, and C sharp. Okay, that's a viable option to play over it, and I did a little bit of that in that solo earlier. We can also think, well, okay, we've got a couple of chords in here, an A chord and a D chord, which obviously the A chord contains an A note, so you can add that into your E, F sharp, G sharp, B, C sharp mix of notes. So you can go kind of E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp. And the D chord has a D note in it, so we can add that in as well. So we get E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, which is kind of where we're getting this idea that it's an A major scale starting on its 5th note. Because that's exactly what I played there. Those were the notes of the A major scale. But crucially, what I'm doing is I am seeing the core of what's going on as being that E major pentatonic, and I'm just using the A notes and the D notes as, well, I wouldn't call them second tier notes, but I would call them as, like, you know, they're not part of the core tonality of what's going on. Use them, you know, over the relevant chord as a targeted chord note, or use them just as kind of colour tones. But that's basically what they're there for. I'm not really, I'm not treating all notes as being equal in this. I'm still thinking in terms of that major pentatonic as being the core of what's going on. The other thing you can do is, because the Mixolydian mode has an inherently bluesy kind of sound, you can do that little blues thing that we've looked at in a previous video at some point, of playing the minor pentatonic over the top of what's going on here. So instead of basing what we're doing on E major pentatonic, we can base what we're doing on an E minor pentatonic, like that. And just that little bit of a what would you call it? A clash, a dissonance, just a slight sweet kind of dissonance that's happening between the E major tonality and the E minor pentatonic, lends it that sort of bluesy grit, if you like. But that's basically it. That is the Mixolydian mode. It's what you get when you take the chords in a major key. Once again, here are the 3 major chords in the key of A, D, and E. And you arrange the chord sequence in such a way that the E chord is where we've got the focus of our chord sequence. That's where everything seems to want to head back to and resolve to. And that is how you can use the Mixolydian mode. Now you know what to do. go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab for the piece of music that kicked the video off in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, that explanation you've just seen there, and a jam track to play along with yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is, as always, in the description. $3 or £3-ish a month gets you access to all of these additional goodies and resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are downstairs in the description, including the tier 2 level of Patreon membership, where you get all that stuff, plus a twice monthly hangout with me and the other tier 2 lads on Zoom, and some extra video content that I'm putting up there as well, up on Patreon as well. Thank you if you've signed up for that. Thank you if you've signed up for any of the things, as I say, which are all linked down in the description. It helps keep the lights on around here, and that's much appreciated. And that is the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and found it useful and informative in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. And as always, don't forget the live stream every Friday at 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and stuff, basically guitars, whatever. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.